Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Tarot and Angel Energy Healing Messages with Reina. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. This reading is for everyone from the sign of Capricorn and is for the week of the 1st of the year through the 11th. However, there's no timestamp on it. Whenever you were guided to watch this video is when you were meant to receive this message. And please forgive my voice. Have a very bad cold and I've been fighting it. I'm pretty much on the fight, nothing major, but it has pretty much slowed me down a little bit this week. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get started. My cards have been shuffled in tension and they're ready to go. I'm just gonna raise the vibration a little bit. Given that it's the first reading for the beginning of the year, I have done a different layout. So I'm going to tell you the process as I move along. So let's get started. The power of 3. Give us the answers. Let me see. So the first 3 cards are going to remain the same. They're going to represent your current energy. And the universe overall, what the universe wants you to know for this week. And this is going to represent your subconscious mind. And this card is going to represent your, this is your conscious mind, this is your subconscious mind. And the add-ons that I have made for this new year is going to be the short-term outcome. What does that mean? That means what the universe wants you to know from two weeks to 2 months time frame. Keeping in mind that we have free will and that the universe is in control, not us. So we could change things could change, but this is as of right now. The intention is set, and this is what the universe wants you to know, that what you could benefit from or what you could perceive within the 2 months time frame, 2 weeks to 2 months time frame. And the last card is going to represent your 3 to 6 month time frame. And again, keeping in mind that being very respectful of the fact that the universe is in control and things could change. But this is essentially what you could perceive or could benefit from knowing that will be coming down the line for the next 6 months. So this is essentially like an overview of your 6 month time frame. So that's what the intention is. And the next card that I'm going to pull is going to be a message from the universe, which is your loved ones, the spirits of love and light. This could be a family member, an ancestor, a spiritual guide, anyone from the spirit world that has a message that is relevant and is intended to be uplifting and help you through this path and through the beginning of the year. And it's going to be a message that is meant to offer you guidance. And then the last card is going to be a card from the archangels. And important disclaimer: this is a general reading, and being a general reading, it's not aimed at a particular subject or issue. So it will take for us to discern it and see how it applies in our lives, and let go of what doesn't. So let's see what the opening card is for you. Okay, well, right now we have with the Queen of Pentacles here is an energy of a very earth, very, grounded energy, really. It's an energy, it could be very much your own energy because, you are an element earth. So it's an energy of someone that is, generous and is career-oriented, is very practical, very business-like kind of personality, financial stable and responsible. It's very secure. It's a very grounded energy. So this very motherly in some cases, but it's very basically an energy where you may be feeling very stable, where you may be feeling, you know, um, in control, or you may be feeling even generous in some cases. Or it could be an energy that you could embody, or someone around you has this energy traits. But it's either an energy that it's going to be very influential in your week. Like I said, whether it's your own energy or it's someone else's energy. It follows but the Six of Cups, that it suggests childhood memories. A lot of you may be kind of reliving childhood memories, maybe having that reunion with your family. Or in some cases, you could be feeling a little nostalgia, or you could be reminiscing on the past, you know, or the past returning, meaning you could be at a position where you are, like I said, maybe it talks about reunions, like I said. It could be where you're actually spending time with those loved ones, or you could be reminiscing on the times that you spent with your loved ones. But it's nonetheless a card that talks, being six, and the six being a number of harmony, and this card also represents harmony and happiness at home, and goodwill and kindness. So this is a card that suggests that, you know, you through all of it, you may be also everything that you may be experiencing overall, you're experiencing harmony and happiness and at home, whether it's with your loved ones or whether you are just reminiscing on the good old days, as I call it. Excuse me, I have to drink some tea because my throat doesn't really want to work with me. But back to the card, it's a card that suggests harmony and goodwill. So it seems like you're on that energy of just, you know, where you are feeling imbalance in terms of your emotions. You are in the right frame of mind, so to speak, where whether you are looking at things from the nostalgia standpoint, or whether you're actually reliving moments, creating memories with your loved ones. The Eight of Pentacles is a card that talks about, you know, on the physical aspect of things, and a lot of you it will be the financial sector, but it's a card that talks about doing the groundwork. It talks about, you know, applying yourself in whichever profession this may be, but it talks about a person that it is applying itself, and it's a person that works hard at whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. It's because it suggests that practice makes perfect. So keep going at whatever it is that you're doing. It talks about a person that it's very crafty, basically working with your hands, and it's craftsmanship really. Paying attention to details. It's a person that is very earthbound. It's very that does a lot of work with their hands, so to speak, and you apply yourself on whatever it is that you are doing on the physical sense. And it's a card that suggests that you will be compensated for that your talents, and this will essentially give you applying all that energy and that work into your craftsmanship will perfection it, and will give you a great compensation. So it's a card that suggests that you're on the path of doing exactly what is going to bring you the best, you know, the best outcome, and it's going to give you that growth in whichever sector of your life it might be. It's going to mean different things for different people. Like I said, it's applying yourself at something, that doing the groundwork is going to make you, you know, it's going to perfect your practice. It's going to make you better in whichever it is that you're putting your attention to. It's going to essentially help you develop that skill or perfection it, basically. And in your subconscious mind, it suggests that you may not be imbalanced. You may not be seeing things clearly. It seems like there might be something in your mind that it's troubling you, that it's basically that you don't. There might be something at your subconscious. I mean, your conscious mind. There is something that you are not very clear. You feel blindsided by it. You're having a difficult time making choices and decisions. Because it's almost like you're trying to keep the peace, but you're just not really sure what to do because you don't know what the clear picture is. And this is at your conscious level. And this is not, like I said, because it's a general reading, it's not aimed at a particular situation. That just simply means in your mind right now, at this week, that you have the energy of confusion. You have the energy of not very clear, not seeing things clearly. There is something in your mind that is conflicted, that you can't quite decide what to do. So that's just what's in your conscious mind. And in the subconscious mind, you have the strength, which it's a beautiful card to have. But the strength is a card that talks about, having the courage and the power to take action, and also having the patience. When we talk about power, the strength card doesn't talk about the physical strength. That it is the strength that comes from within. The strength that could help you tame a lion per se, and it's the inner strength really. And it's a card that talks about perseverance, perseverance, and just perseverance, really, endurance and compassion. Basically, you could tame the lion through patience and perseverance and endurance and compassion. Basically, it's a card that suggests that whatever it is that you are trying to get to or tame, you're not going to get through it through physical strength, but to inner strength. Excuse me, my voice is just not working with me today. It's a card that suggests to do your inner demons and healing in some cases, and it's also a card that suggests it's a card of good health. So the universe is basically saying to you that you have the inner strength, that whatever it is that you may be conflicted at the subconscious level, you have what is needed, but it's going to require patience, and it's going to require you some compassion along the way, and be consistent, but that you got this. You're just going to have to, go inwards and maybe seduce your inner demons, meaning don't react, just come from a place of compassion, and heal whichever aspect needs some healing, as that's the main goal for the subconscious mind. It's for healing, and the short-term outcome, I get the Five of Cups, which is the card that suggests pain and loss and grief and regrets and despair, and in some case emotional breakups and dissatisfaction and disappointments, and but with the Five of Cups, something is retrievable, and you see a person there. I mean, male or female, it's a human, a person, that is focusing on the Three Cups on the floor, and there are Two Cups behind. They're still standing, but it's like focusing on the cups that are on the floor, that are spilled, and not looking at what still remains that is retrievable. And that's what the the Five of Cups show us, that while we may be in despair and we may be focusing on what we lost, there is something in our lives that we could always that is always retrievable, that we could always pay our attention to. And through that acknowledgement, basically through the gratitude, through acknowledging that not looking at life through a half empty cup, but a half full cup, is what's going to help us shift our energy. And it's the energy of the Hierophant. It's basically it's suggesting that this may have to very well be for some of you, not saying all of you, but for some of you it may have to do with spirituality in some aspect, or something to do with this heartbreak situation. May have something to do with a person that is spiritual or or this disconnection, it may have to do with, you know, tradition and structure and conformity, or spiritual insight or wisdom. And for a lot of you, this could also be with, you know, scholarships, or, you know, something to do with education, or a teacher or a mentor. This, the clarification that I have here, what I would take on this situation, because it's going to mean different things for different people, but it's a card that suggests that, you know, that six spiritual teacher, or basically go inwards, open your own spiritual wisdom, because that's what's going to help you tap into your heart, because essentially the Two of Cups, it's have to do with the heart. It have to do with how we feel in our heart level, how the despair that we could feel, the grief that we could feel inside. But you could heal those aspects by tapping into your inner self. It's actually a card of a great universal lesson, that is going to offer you what you need, really. It's important to not give away your power to others. This is a card that says take your power back. You know, it's a card that basically strongly suggests that, you know, tap into, seek the deeper meaning, whether it's through a teacher, a mentor, or something. But this is with the Five of Cups. It's strongly suggesting that you are going to need to tap into the spiritual aspect of things, to, you know, to find it within yourself, to pull yourself out of the Five of Cups. And also, for a lot of you, don't lose yourself on the teacher either. Don't lose yourself on the mentor. It's like, be careful not to give your power away. You know, it's another, you know, it's another recommendation. But most importantly, it's a card that says that, given that it was a clarifier for the Five of Cups, it's really a card that talks about seeking a deeper meaning that's going to shift the energy of the Five of Cups, that is going to essentially help you come out of that state of despair. Because within the next up to 4 months, you may have a sudden shift of energy where you may feel, you may not be feeling so in control in terms of your feelings and your emotions, and through going inwards, you're gonna get that energy. And I got another clarifier here, and it also suggests that for a lot of you, it may even have to do with recuperating from an illness, or something to do with an illness, but through meditation nonetheless. And you will recover from that conflict. And it suggests, you know, time out and a well-earned break. It's like it's a time to suggest. It's a card that suggests that you will resolve this inner conflict within the next 2 months. You may encounter a bit of a conflict that is going to trigger your heart, where you will be required to tap into your inner self, and you could do that through meditation. And you will recover from this sense of loss. And this could be triggered by anything. It could be triggered by an illness. It could be triggered by just a sense of, you know, where you will feel like you have lost something that you were emotionally vested. Or it could be, you know, like I said, it could be any kind of loss that it could be in any sector of your life, because this is not a general reading. It could be in any sector of your life. But nonetheless, this is the card that says that even though you're disappointed, something is retrievable, and it's a spiritual lesson nonetheless, and that you will recover from it, and through meditation and going inwards. And that's how you are going to overcome the lesson. And I love the ending card, which is that it represents a 3 to 6 month time frame. And it's a beautiful card to end the reading with, because it's the Eight of Wands. It's a card that suggests you know, fast manifestation and fast movement, and progress and action, and sudden changes and activities. And it talks about, you know, victory and expected news, And for a lot of you, even, you know, travel, air travel. But nonetheless, it's going to be arrows of love, like, you know, the arrows of love. And it's success assured. This is the card that suggests success is assured. And that's a beautiful ending for the next six, you know, up to 6 month time frame. Like I said, nothing is written in stone, but it is nonetheless a card that says success is assured. In whichever sector of your life this may be, sure, you will have a bump on the road here at a 2 time frame from here. You may have to learn a lesson that it is going to not feel great, but it's going to be a lesson that is going to help you grow spiritually. And for a lot of you, it may even be an illness, a loss of any sort, but it's nonetheless a lesson that you needed it in order to evolve. As humans, we all need, we're here to grow and learn. And that's essentially what it's saying, that it's something is retrievable, and you are going to surface on top. And whichever sector of your life this may be, the Six of Wands is a guaranteed success. So, just think about what you're giving your energy to right now, or what it is that you're praying for, what it is that you want right now. The universe is going to give it to you. It's just, it is going to come fast. So it may, when I mean fast, it may even come on the 3 months time frame. It's gonna bounce right back, and it's gonna, and for a lot of you, it could be a beautiful trip somewhere that is gonna, you know, heal this Five of Cups energy that you have, or but it's nonetheless something that is going to happen. Like I said, sudden changes, and it's going to happen fast, and you're gonna have victory. For a lot of you, it could even mean, you know, moving, but I don't see other moving cards here, so it's more like traveling. If anything, for a lot of you, it may mean that you will receive news about traveling. This could be, this doesn't necessarily have to be on business. This could be traveling pleasure. So it's nonetheless something that is going to fill your heart with love. It's going to make you happy, and it's going to happen fast. And it's a card of great news and the ultimate success. So who doesn't want that, right? So again, with the universe and angels of love and light, this could be a family member or your spiritual guides. They're talking about your intuition, and it says intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keep us connected to our higher self, the universe, and to our divine spirits. Exactly what I was saying. I mean, here what they're basically recommending you here after the Five of Cups energy. They're recommending you to go inwards and tap into your higher self, to your source, or your intuition, your spirituality, whether it's through practicing meditation, through a mentor, through some kind of source to heal this energy of Five of Cups. And that's a universal, the Hierophant is a universal, lesson that you must go through. But you will recuperate from that. You will recuperate from that conflict. And listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to play a big role here in this particular aspect of your life. So let's look at what your archangels are saying, and this is Archangel Ariel, and it says, "Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you are ready to roar." So basically, you're ready to move forward. This goes very much in alignment with the Eight of Wands, which is you are going to be in a situation where you're going to be ready to move forward. So it goes in perfect alignment. And also, it goes in alignment with the Strength card as well. So let's see what the overall message from the universe is. This Angels of New Life. And the message is, the time has arrived. The Spirit and your angels want you to know that a new seed was planted some time ago, and that very seed is about to come to life. A new addition is coming into your life. Along with this addition will be the most amazing energy, one that that changes so many aspects of your life. Get ready for so much joy and laughter. Today is just, I just want you to know that it is indeed the perfect divine time of love and light. So whatever, everything is basically going to happen in divine time. That's what they're saying, which is what I basically said. Everything, I mean, it's, we have free will. We could change some aspects of our lives, but we cannot change things that are universal lessons, like the Hierophant, and which is a universal lesson, and the Strength is another universal lesson. So, but overall, what they want you to know is that they are with you, and that, you know, that something beautiful is going to come into your life here with the Eight of Wands. And it's going to indeed happen on divine time. And it's going to be something that is going to add to your life in a very positive way. So the universe got your back, and they have great news for you, and they are going to give you the inner strength that to roar, to just come through it. This is all I have for you. Happy New Year for everyone. I did things a little bit different, and this, again, this covers from the beginning of the year up to 6 month time frame. So take it as it resonates, let go of what doesn't, and just remember, nothing is really written in stone. The universe, God, is in control, and this is just what the cards are communicating as of today for you. And take what resonates, let go of what doesn't, with love and light. Sending you a big hug, and may you be safe, and may you be well.